okay, if we take those sounds and put it on one release, then we can attract a lot of other listeners and kind of take them out of their comfort zone to listen to other genres.
3 months ago, I had this idea to put a sample pack together of different audio samples and send it out to artists for them to use when creating a song. These included street noise, coffee shop ambience, vocals, recordings of broken aux cables, and a few other samples. This turned into a reality when Dtuned Records got involved, and together we curated this album of artists who had to use these samples to guide their record. So Nick, tell us a bit about what you do and what Dtuned is.
So basically, I'm busy finishing my third year in BA Sound Production at SA Institute in Joburg. And yeah, I've been making bangers for quite a few years. Started in high school, wanted to see how far I could take it. So I also actually started the label in grade 9 as a free record label on SoundCloud, like putting out beats every week from guys from Mozambique and yeah, just locally in SA. And then it got to the point where I thought, like, this isn't sustainable. What am I doing? So I kind of scratched the entire catalog. And I kept one guy from Mozambique, Motec. And I said, listen, like, I want to put your track on all the major music platforms and like see what happens and just play it by ear. From there, got into the like sort of bass house sound. And yeah, it's been about five years that we've had that bass house sort of sound with a big footprint in Brazil and surprisingly Russia.
Very cool, man. Okay, so obviously you're an artist on the album, but what is your role behind the scenes? What role did you play other than being an artist on the album?
I think it was your idea actually with the samples, and I was like, hey, let's do it, like that's sick. And I thought it was obviously time to get a lot more local guys on board. So I think you and I sat together one night and just spoke about different guys in SA. I thought like the concept of the release was really cool. The fact that all these guys have their own unique sounds and then taking those samples and using them in their own unique way to make whatever they could. And yeah, just bringing so like on the promotional side of it, I guess it was a cool idea to bring their listeners. Because obviously they're all different styles and releasing on like labels that only drop that sound. So I thought, okay, if we take those sounds and put it on one release, then we can attract a lot of other listeners and kind of take them out of their comfort zone to listen to other genres. Yeah,
sweet. And then obviously I know you handled also distribution, ironing out those details, sending off to platforms, and then the masters ran through Mixroom. I think all of them ran through Mixroom. So Mark got involved there, and then yeah, as you mentioned, we try to just kind of primarily we wanted to get a South African base for these artists, so we targeted that region, and that's how all those artists you just mentioned came into the picture. And yeah, it created a super diverse album. So let's get into the tracks. The first record is mine. It started out with this piano, and from there I kept getting drawn to this more Afro characteristic. I wanted to write a melodic song, but use unusual rhythms and timing. Casis brought such a well-written and powerful electronic song. It's uplifting, but it's still high energy, and it arcs the album up perfectly to the darker, clubbier tunes. The counter melodies add so much depth to the production. The filter opens up, the vocals come in, and the energy just raises. This record was so interesting to listen to. The sample manipulation was so unique, and the progressive nature of the song makes it work really well in a club and on a dance floor. The Bassman brought his signature techie style to the album. The drums are super tight, the percussion moves really well, and I found the way he cut up the vocals and used them rhythmically super interesting. There are also some acid elements in the background which give the song a lot of dimension. Avation's dark bass line but melodic break make this a really unique track for the dance floor. The bass line moves around the tonic and it creates a lot of suspense throughout the song. The vocals also create this nice stereo field, which creates a lot of atmosphere to the song. The last record was atmospheric and deep, and Ash brought a really fresh outlook on the samples. The break and the build towards the second drop is honestly so beautiful, and the second drop, once again, the energy just raises. It was almost like the perfect goodbye to the album. I just knew, and Nick as well, when he heard the song, we both agreed like this is a perfect send-off to the album. It was just so well written, so melodic, and it's just a beautiful song. A big thank you to all the artists involved, to Dtuned Records, and to you for watching this video or listening to the album.